Hola and bienvenidos everybody. My name is NittPicc. If you don't know who I am, I'm a flutist and a music educator who enjoys all types of music. Now, I am not actually recording on my channel. You're probably like, why the heck is she on this channel? Because I am checking out music on behalf of Robert, who was a member of Joshua Shadow back in the 90s. So Joshua Shadow was a band that performed, I believe, in the 90s and had an array of musicians. That there was a group that played consistently, but also had other musicians attached. I know that Robert was the drummer in this track, so I'm doing this as a buy me a coffee request, and I'm excited to check this out because I've already checked out Dogs, which you haven't checked it out, but I have. Go check it out. The links will be in the description below for the album itself, 11 tracks. Yeah. So I'm excited to check this out. So I'm excited to dive into Window, which is the next track that I'm looking and listening to. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Oh, the bass line, baby! Nice drum beat we got here. Okay, Window. Nice. Dude, okay. You know, from the start of this, I was like, I wonder where it's gonna go. And it led to such a lovely place. Like the groove was there, the bass line is sick. And then I love what the guitar was doing in the intro. I love the drive in the drums. See, I love the use of dissonance there. I believe it's dissonance. It sounds dissonant to me, but then it also kind of equals itself out by taking the dissonance out. It starts with some, like a little bit of a clash. And right there, the dissonance goes away. And this groove right here. Dude, that bass line. And then like the drive, the drum beats. I can't. I'm not a drummer. Like, I know that it's funny because when Robert asked me to do this, he was like, I'm in no way like no drum roll Tony. You know, I'm not either. I'm not a drum roll Tony, and I can't even do what you're doing. So there's never lower yourself to, never say bad things about yourself as a musician. This goes for everyone who is watching this. If you can do something, you're already at a better level than someone who hasn't even never tried. Okay. So anyway, the guitar line changed. Well, it changes when the words come in. So when vocals come in, the guitar line changes a little bit. Everything changes. Dude, the transition is so welcoming here. I love that kind of like death of the opening because it's a good drive. It's a good way to bring in the listener, and then that transition, really nice. The vocalist, dude, something about the vocals, I'm trying to think of what they remind me of. I love the very, it's not yelling. That's not the word I'm trying to get across here. It's more of like power vocals. It feels like they're standing far away from the mic and they're not yelling. They're belting into the microphone at a distance, and it makes the words feel that much more powerful. So listen to the change in everything. So we have a different drum part, we have a different guitar part, and now we're letting the vocals kind of take over. And I believe the bass part's different too. Yeah, that's what's happening. Okay, so it feels like the rhythm has went to it's like just a little crack of the beer, a nice sip of the cold one in the middle of this. It really does make you feel like the wind's blowing in your hair. And the grit. That was a good welcome change in the rhythm. That was a very good accent, like unison accents happening in here. Good way to coordinate there. And then we're back to it. I really like the ethereal sound to the guitar in here. It's got such a... I heard beeping. Sorry, I think there's somebody honking outside my house. But I really, really like the just ethereal, and it almost sounds otherworldly in the guitar part. I love that effect on the guitar. Hey. Nice fill there. I really like this part. That's why I was stopping, because I knew it was coming. Okay, again, the use of bongos, man. The use of bongos. You wouldn't think it would make a big difference in this recording, but you know, how many times have you heard a band kind of like this use bongos? I feel like that's so rare. And in this case, it works so well. Like, something about it adds like another layer to this cake, and it gives it a good flavor. It really does. It's like one of those cakes that has like the frosting on the outside, but a little bit of like a strawberry marmalade in the middle. So when you cut the cake, you know what I'm talking about. I'll shut up. But listen to this cool transition. I love the switch up in the rhythm here. Okay, guitar solo. Nice change up in the cymbal. Heck yeah, dude. That's a good solo. What's cool is the guitar solo is kind of following the rise and fall of the vocal line, almost, not exactly the same, but dude, those bongos underneath and the switch up in the cymbals, nice touch. Nice syncopation. Nice. Bongos, dude. I'm wondering how you're gonna finish it. That's what I'm just curious. Nice. I was like, are they gonna, like, you, dude, if you would have ended on a suspension like that. Like, hear me out. If you just ended it there like that, you could have done that and it would be cool. Like a lot of groups end on the like a suspension, and that works really well because it makes the listener want to finish the song, but you finish it and that's okay, which is also nice. And your guitarist decided to kind of keep the suspension going. Dude, your bass player, man, they must eat like nails for breakfast or whatever, because dang, they got a good, are they still playing bass? They better be, because yeah, this is a cool track. This is number 2, the second one I'm listening to. It's pretty awesome, dude. Now, at the end of videos, I like to continue the conversation about music, but I'm also here doing this on behalf of Robert, and I want to plug his band. So they might not be active anymore, which I'm assuming is the case, which happens. It happens. Time happens. Life happens. But Joshua Shadow, great band so far. I've only listened to 2 tracks. I'm excited to dive into a few more. But if you haven't checked them out, you should click on the link down below in the description for the playlist. 11 tracks, and Dogs, good track so far. Window, I really like it, dude. Window, and I'm sorry, y'all's bass player, hello, they better still be playing bass. I hope they are. But anyway, I am excited to check out the next track, so I'm going to end it here. And yeah, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.